Hey guys, it is trixkills here and I am back. Today we are refurbishing in Strangerville and the lot is called Sigworth or the family is called Sigworth. One of these things are called Sigworth and this is what we're doing today. Within this rebuild I did want to make minute changes to the exterior because I didn't want to take away from the original part of the home. So I do know that I did take a long anticipated break, but I do have a reason. So the editing software that I did use, which was DaVinci, could not work for a lot of the videos that I wanted to prepare for YouTube. So I was kind of stumped for the past 2 weeks trying to figure it out. I had tried to look through forums, asked a couple of friends who also edited. I even debated on wiping my entire laptop. It was just tough for me because I do have a lot of files that were saved, a lot of passwords that were saved, and just basically a lot of history with this laptop. So what I decided to do was I basically purchased Adobe Premiere Pro. And then when I had purchased it, it did not work and I was panicking. And the reason why it did not work was it was unable to even read the videos. It was unable to actually play it back to me and I did not understand why. But I did solve the problem. The problem was on how I was actually recording it. So I was actually recording it wrong. There were some things with the settings that I did not really kind of look at. So I did a couple practice recordings before I even finally recorded actually for YouTube. But yes, guys, I am back and I'm so glad to be back. I'm so glad to actually record the Refurbishing Bummy Homes episodes. I do enjoy building and I do enjoy creating content for everybody. I did have trouble choosing the windows for this one. So fun fact, I recently purchased the University Pack and I know what you guys are saying. Trix, why did it take so long? You know what? Anyways, it took long because I was just kind of finicky. Do I really needed it? And then I saw a YouTuber literally show me why I did need it. So here I am trying to figure out how I could put the windows in. I decided not to use it in this build, but the next video I am using those type of windows, which I'm very excited to show you in the future. I did change the roof a little bit. I just wanted to have more dimensions to it. I know right now that this roof does not make sense, but I was trying to figure it out on how I can kind of make it make sense. I did take about an extra 10 minutes just to try to fix this roof the way I kind of wanted it envisioned. I deleted all the windows because I feel like the windows were way too small and the building was a little bit too big for its size. So I chose something that would be a little bit more fitting. So after changing all the windows, I worked on the backyard for a little bit. It looked a little bit too flat to me, so I basically kind of deleted everything in the backyard. The bushes, the chairs, they just didn't make any sense. So I basically scrapped everything in the backyard. I did kind of make it match the front, so I kind of pushed it out a little bit just to kind of create better dimensions within the house, or the exterior of the house. Did the same coloring scheme as well. I chose a double door with brown stairs and then the white railings. a little stumped on what I could do with the backyard, so I went back inside. I see that the hallway in the beginning is way too long. It just wasted space, so I decided just to delete the entire thing. I also don't like the fact that the bedrooms were literally as you walk into the home, like you just see the bedrooms right there. Generally for me, I don't like it. I'm just kind of used to seeing like either a kitchen, a living room with a little bit of an area for a foyer. I don't know, I just feel like this house was decorated kind of poorly. The dining room and the living room right next to each other don't really make sense. I also did not like how the kitchen was kind of closed off to everything and near the back door. So I just deleted that entire part of that one, and kind of like decided to figure out where I was going to section off the entire place. I decided to make that front part of the home, the kitchen and the foyer area, with the dining room included in that one room. There wasn't really a vibe or a theme I was kind of going for. I just wanted to make sure that like the spacings within the home kind of made sense. So starting off with the kitchen, I wanted the kitchen basically facing the front part of the window because I mean, who doesn't like people watching? I mean, if you don't like people watching, then I guess I look like a weirdo, and that is completely fine. I do agree that this kitchen is fairly small for the size of this home, but like I said, I did want to have the dining room and the foyer in the same area. Also trying to use like different things too, so generally in my builds I never used a round table. I just don't understand it really, but I tried to use it in this build. It does look a lot more home-ish. I know that word is just terrible to use, but it just looks more kind of like at home type of feel with that circular table, along with like those country chairs. So I really liked how that ended up. When I think about homes, I generally think of clutter, because realistically, where are you going to put all your stuff? So I generally like to put shelves, I generally like to put cupboards in a lot of my builds. Or basically anything that you could put stuff on top of. It just makes sense. The foyer, I made that a little bit simple. I put a little desk at the side, lamp as well, and then kind of finished the room off with a elongated painting. Now with the parents' bedroom, I decided to make it a little bit more warm and brown. I decided to use the bed that came with the university pack. I absolutely love it. It's so pretty. I kept the floor as white just because I did use a lot of dark colors within this room, and I needed something to kind of like help things kind of contrast with each other, kind of stick out differently. I generally don't like to use nightstands on each side of the bed, just because it just kind of looks cliche. So I kind of switched it up with a shelf and then added a mirror to that. It isn't something that you haven't seen before, but I do like how it makes a nice touch. Like you see a lot of browns, you see a little bit light beige, pink, and then you have like a lighter beige that just kind of helps the color flow. And then I'm going to nicely pair this room off with a dark mahogany dresser, and then as well as a bookcase attached to its right side. It just makes the room a lot more fuller. It creates a story within the room as well. And then a mirror on the left side, like a full body mirror, just in case like you want to take a look at yourself before you leave the room and you know you're getting ready for work. I've been so accustomed to small bathroom builds that seeing a 3x4 bathroom was just kind of astonishing to me. So I didn't know what to do with the space at first. I do enjoy building smaller bathrooms, but it's so much more rewarding building bigger bathrooms. Just because of the main fact that you get to put more things, it looks a little bit more realistic, and you actually have a shower and a tub. So I think that's awesome. I kind of made sure that the bathroom was more on a white and black scale, just because like it's just something that's a little bit clean, and it's also more common to see white bathrooms. That's kind of like contrasted with the grayscale. I feel like my long break away from recording and editing made me super rusty. This build took surprisingly long, about an hour and 20 minutes. I just had to get used to the categories or things that I was looking for, certain items that I was looking for that were in my head that I was unable to find. What kind of setting am I going to do for specific rooms? What look am I doing? And basically where to place things. So I was a little bit, I was struggling a little bit. I am planning to post part 2 of this video, so if you did enjoy this part of the build, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Or you can also catch me on Twitch, whichever comes first, you know what I mean? Wherever you're comfortable.